What's going on, everyone? It's Talks with Kenny. Here today, we'll be reacting to the Harsh Twins. If you're a straight man and you don't want to date a transgender woman, you're a bigot. Let's get into it.
The LGBTQ ABCDFGHIJKLMOPQRSTUVWXY and Z community. They're putting out they are fighting back against bigotry.
Yeah, it's a lot of racism in this country, and
It's bigotry.
bigotry,
It's not
racism.
racism. We're not talking about race. We're talking about gender. That's just bigotry. That's not
Bigotry
racism.
could be racism too.
How can it be racism? We're talking about gender.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Race is based on race.
Shut up. Let me show you what I'm talking about. They putting out these what are these promotions?
A gay flyer.
I don't mean to laugh. Actually, I do mean to laugh, but when did it became a right for someone to date you, right? Imagine if it, like, let's take the transgender people out of it. Let's say there was a stat, like let's say we change it, fight shortism or something. 98% of women are unwilling to date a 5'6" man. How would that go? Everyone would be like, that's just a preference. This is a preference. Same thing here. If I'm a straight man and my ass want a biological woman, right? An actual woman, an adult human female woman, you can't come to me and be like, oh, you have to date me because I identify as a woman, when my view or what I know to be true is you're not. Because my expectation for a woman is not, you don't meet that. So I shouldn't date you. And that should be it. That should be it. No problems. Like, is this a sense of entitlement? Like, you feel like, is it, I don't know how y'all gonna take it, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Just like a communist, just like a socialist, you feel entitled to someone's labor. These people feel entitled to someone's like time. Like what? Like that's the cognitive dissonance that they have to fight. They claim to be a woman. Okay, men should like me, but men don't like me. Why? It starts questioning their worldview, and they don't like that. So they want everyone to buy into their little fairy tale of how they view themselves. Because to me, if you view yourself a certain way, it don't matter what other people say. You say, hey, look, I view myself this way. If I think I am smart, competent, whatever, it don't matter if you call me dumb, ignorant, whatever. I'm like, hey, look, I believe this to be true, and you can have your beliefs, I can have mine, and we keep it pushing. I'm gonna still do what I'm gonna do, and you still gonna do what you're gonna do. But no, it's not like that. If you do anything that deviates from their expectation of how you should treat them, they'll throw a fit. Worry about what you can control, not what you can't control. Most of your energy should be focused on what you can control. Hey, I can't control the fact that 98% of straight men don't want to date me. All right, do something about it. Either you have to make the adjustment or be better, or I don't know. I don't know exactly how to give advice to transgender women, but let's continue.
Look, it says fight bigotry. It must be.
Oh, look at the poor trans.
Got the upside down mouth.
Her mouth all. She's sad she can't get no mushroom tip.
Put it back up. She's sad. She's so sad. Oh, look at her. Look, fight bigotry. 98% of straight men are unwilling to date trans women because of hatred.
Trans rights campaigns. This has to change.
You know, when this country was systemically racist, I didn't see no damn flyers of black women saying they couldn't get no white dick.
Oh, you're not dating me because I'm black. That's wrong.
Yeah, we have preferences. Like, call us like I'm old fashioned. I prefer my women not to have dicks. Just old fashioned, that's all.
Yeah, it's just old fashioned, man. Like we all have.
Oh my God, this is one of the problems I get. I start thinking with certain people, like with liberals. They want to change the rules instead of accepting the rules and working within the confines of the rules, right? And that's reality. Instead of accepting reality and working in the confines of reality, hey, I'm not a woman. So why I have this false expectation that straight men will want to date me when most of the time they'll probably want what was deemed as a traditional woman, right? Right? Even if you don't agree with my definition of a woman, you should at least agree to that, because there's a timeline here. You can't just ignore the rest of history that women was this definition, and then because you feel like it's a different definition now, that everyone has to abide by that definition. No, Your definition is so bad that you have to tell them what you are. That's how bad your definition is. When the old way of defining woman, adult, human, female, I can know it, you can know it. We all exactly know exactly what you're talking about. But when you say woman, we like, I don't know, does your woman have a penis? Does your woman have, you get me? There's no proper way of communicating what you mean by woman. And that's the problem that Matt Walsh, conservatives, men in general have with this transgender woman. That's why, at least with trans women, we know exactly, you're a woman that transitioned to be a woman. But when you go, no, trans women are women, I'm like, no, you're not. Because women, like, that's an objective, hey, I'm articulating something in reality. And a trans woman and a woman are not the same thing. They're not the same being. There's a little, I call it asterisk on trans women, not with women. You were that way from birth. You made yourself that way. There's a difference. And I think that information is needed for people to make an informed decision on whether they should date you or not. And to try to come here and say, we're just like the rest of them. That's like a biracial woman coming in here and saying she's black. I'm a black woman. And then when she gets all the roles, the actual black woman will get mad and be like, you only putting her on because she's mixed. Same argument. Come on. Like, you can classify yourself, you can see yourself however you want, but objectively you don't have that control. You can't control how people perceive you. That's just the reality of life. You can choose to accept it or keep denying it, but it's there, regardless if you want to accept it or not. Let's get back into it.
Have a preferences, you know what I'm saying?
I don't want to be having intercourse and I see some damn balls and mushroom tip flopping around.
Yeah, I don't be having intercourse and I'm watching a dude jerking off in front of me, you know?
I got a somewhat solution, right? Because I said, you have to operate in reality. Why not trans women go after gay men? Right? Now, the gay man I don't know. I don't think gay men will like that because they will be like, well, I'm into men. So maybe they're into more masculine, a more masculine presentation. So I don't know how that's going to work. But technically, you can kind of get what you want that way. I don't know why you want heterosexual men to date you, trans women. I don't understand that. Right? Short men have to realize that, hey, I know most women prefer a certain thing and I can make it up in other ways. But I don't see much a trans woman can really do to make up for the fact that they're not an actual woman. If you don't believe in my definition, whatever, this is just my opinion or how I see it. This is my view because I don't even think it's an opinion. It's my view because I can prove it. I'm like, hey, look, this definition worked for all of human history. When I used this word, everyone knew what I was talking about. Then somewhere in the 1949s, you guys wanted to decide, we want to separate the distinctions from a biological fact. So that way we're playing language games, gender. That's what we're doing now. We're playing language games. Now we're debating on language now. What is a woman? What is that? Who defines woman? Who's the arbitrator of truth when it comes to woman? I'm like, what's the point of language? Language is to communicate something I am observing from my point of view. Hey, that's a woman. Adult, human, female. Like, look, it condensed all these little minute details into one word. So that way I don't have to explain every damn thing. And we wonder why in our current society, 73% of Americans can't agree on basic facts because we do stuff like this.
That's my personal preference.
Yeah, it looked like a chicken dude. He's right there jacking one off in front of you.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to.
I can tell the difference between a mushroom tip and a clitoris. I can totally tell. I can tell between, a woman's lips down there and testicles. It's different. Trans women, it's not a biological woman, though.
Yeah.
There's a distinction between the two. The two are totally two different things. It's like comparing pickles to collard greens.
What?
It's like comparing bananas to hot dogs.
Man, you crazy.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's like comparing. I ain't gonna say it. I get in trouble for that one.
Man,
people have preferences. You can't force somebody to date a man. You can't do that. That's wrong.
Like some people, like some white women, they prefer just to date white guys. Some white women prefer black guys.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Those are usually women that they can't get white men.
Yeah. Hey, he messed up for saying that. But yeah, it's true what they're saying. Like, you can't force. End of the day, the left always get mad when Christians come and try to, force their beliefs on them. Hey, I don't believe in your lifestyle, whatever. Okay, fine. But then when it comes to them, oh, we have our reasons for it. Oh, it's always nuanced when they do it. Oh, we have to. It's because it's for the greater good. I say, okay, if Christians are doing something and they believe it's for the greater good, you're gonna be like, oh no, that's because of your beliefs. You're not allowed to push your beliefs on us. But then when it's the other way around, oh, you have to date me. I am a woman. I don't see you as a woman. And then you want to get mad that the person doesn't want to date you. That's crazy. That's asinine. Because if you do, this is where I always fall back to if it's something that is I call it in a gray area. If one person can't do it, if all people can't do it, no one can do it. So if we start putting down, oh, people have to date people now, shit. Tinder gotta change. What else? I don't know. Instagram might have to change because they put like, oh, you're discriminating against fat people. You don't put enough fat people on the explore feeds for men. It's gonna go down this loop, and then next employers are gonna do it. Hey, you can't discriminate against me. You have to show up to the job interview at least. You can't just tell them no. We deserve your time. People are gonna feel entitled to other people. I don't think that's a good way to go, but hey, you gotta be consistent here. If you believe that men should date you or give you a chance, then that should be required of everybody. You can't be like selective because then people will be like, oh, you're discriminating. It's crazy. All is fair in love and war, right? There's no such thing as fair in love or war. There's no such thing. It's all about outcome. Hey, I want a certain outcome. If I discriminate against all of you trans women for that outcome because I want kids with me and your DNA, you can't provide that to me. I have to discriminate against you. Done. What you gonna argue? You can't warp reality into your perception of it. You have to accept reality for what it is and operate within it. That to me will lead you into a happier life because you'll know, hey, I have limitations. Everyone does. Every human is not good at everything. There's some strengths you have and there's some weaknesses you have. You have to acknowledge that you have limitations. And then if you work within those limitations, you will have a happier and more content life. That's just my belief. Figure out yours in the comment section. I don't know. I want to hear it. What you guys think? Let's continue. They bad for that one though.
Man, you stupid, man. Come on, let's get serious on this.
All right, let's get serious on this. Yeah, I got preferences. Like, I really don't have a preference.
Yeah.
Because if you're a bad bitch, then you can get it. I don't care what you are. You could be black as the night. You could be pale as the driven snow.
Yeah.
If you fine.
You fine.
You fine. I don't care if you Asian.
Yeah.
And you look like you sleep all the time because your eyes are damn tight. I don't care. I see beauty in all races.
Yeah. I don't care if you're black and your nose is wide as a highway. If you fine, you fine.
Yeah, I don't think that's fine.
I've seen some big wide noses on some fine women.
It's just
I done seen some fine white woman with no lips. It's just a slash right there.
Yeah, still pretty.
Still pretty, man. There's beauty in all races.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right, man.
But pull up that image again. Pull up that gay flyer.
Oh, look at the trans. Oh, she's not happy.
This just look like a tantrum, honestly. Like, oh, date me. Like, that's how it looks. And people gonna be like, no way. Like, honestly, and this is my theory, but I think a lot of people who are into transgenderism stuff, they're like low-key narcissists. Like, hey, I identify as this, you have to abide by this. I don't care about your beliefs. I don't care about your background. I don't care about your culture. You have to address me as such. Try this in Africa. Try this in Haiti, some other country that's not westernized or don't have any concept of this stuff. And you'll see you get a rude awakening. Because people ain't gonna go for it over there. Over here you can pull this junk. But over there, that's how you know if your theory is like what your beliefs are and is grounded in reality. That no matter where you go, it's the same consistent thing. My definition of woman, everyone can understand what I'm talking about if I go to any parts of the world. Even here. People just want to act ignorant of it or act like there's no other, that this wasn't the definition for years until recently. Only in the West that woman is a debatable definition. Only in the West. No one has this kind of pressure for men. Maybe they do. I don't know. Men can get pregnant, apparently. 22% of liberals think men can get pregnant. That's what I'm saying. What they teach in school, bro. Like, the more I hear about some of this stuff, the more I'm thinking, yeah, they're not really educating us. They're just indoctrinating us. Hey, believe this. These are the set of beliefs that you have to know. You have to believe in, right? The same thing they claim Christian schools do. Oh, you're indoctrinating your kids. You're doing the same thing in public school. At least as a parent, I have the right to do that. You don't have no rights on my kid. Because at the end of the day, me and my wife created that kid. So whatever values we want to instill in that kid, that's our right to do. You're not allowed to do that. You're only allowed to do what we allow you to do. Teachers, school board members. This is why as a parent, I'm so for school choice. And to me, if a candidate don't support school choice, he doesn't have my vote. Period. I don't care what party you're part of. And only one party is currently pushing that, and that's the Republican Party. Like, I don't have any loyalty or fatality to one party. I just go, hey, this party's pushing an agenda that I believe in. That's where my vote go. That's what I'm saying. If the black community becomes more libertarian, I'll be happy. That's all I want. We more in the middle. We don't, blindly give our vote to one party or the next. I just think, as of right now, in this time period in 2022, blacks should be going to the Republican Party at least. Like, at least 40-60. Because this nonsense of going all in on one side, they're not right on this issue. I'm sorry, they're not.
Little red shoes. Little red, some green pants.
I bet you got a huge cock down there.
Don't let the picture fool you. Put up the picture. I bet you that cock at least 90. 98% of straight men are unwilling to date trans women because of hate. It's not because of hatred. That's because of preference.
Yeah.
If you're going to date a trans woman, more than likely that person is bisexual or gay. Yeah. You know? If you date a trans woman, you're in the dicks. And ass.
Yeah. You're into mushroom tips and anal sex, you know?
Yeah.
If you're dating a trans woman, if you're dating a biological woman, you into sugar walls and anal.
And no, I'm not into anal. I'm just into sugar walls and tits. Like sucking.
Yeah, you anal-phobic, man. You always been
I am
anal-phobic.
anal-phobic. I ain't gonna lie. That's not made for that.
It is.
No, that's made for waste disposal.
Well, it's made for that, too.
Well, you got a point. Mouth's not made for sucking, but we still do it.
What?
The mouth's not made for that. That's
The mouth is what?
for that's sodomy. It's all sodomy. Anal and mouth. It's sodomy. The mouth wasn't made for that, but it looks nice.
Oh, no. You're looking at it all wrong, man. We human. We intellectuals. We come up with things.
We intellectuals.
Because we intelligent animals, you know? You know, a lion is not going to suck off another lion. They're not that small. We intellectuals. We are human beings. We're on another level. So we can come up with things, you know?
Yeah,
like foot jobs, hand jobs.
Yeah, we got
The lion can't do that. The gorilla can't do that. Yeah, we got big brains.
To be thinking like, I'm tired of this pussy. I want some foot jobs. I want to get sucked off. That was a damn good show.
Oh my god, I always love the harsh twins. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. This I wanted to do kind of like a fun one, but obviously it's still put my perspective out there. But let me guys know what you think in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.